Welcome to part 5 of my do-it-yourself power hammer build. It has been a long process, longer than I had originally planned. I think I started this in February, maybe. But anyway, I was set back about 90 days due to a bypass surgery. Wasn't allowed to do much of anything. So anyway, little by little, I got my strength back. I got it finished up. But anyway, this is part 5. I'm going to show you assembly of the hammer guide, the hammer leverage, the drive, the wiring, the dies. And like I say, it has been a long process. I ran into a couple of problems. One, the first time I mounted the hammer box, it was off about an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch, and it didn't set well. So I cut it out, cut all this off, and we redid it, and now it's lined up properly. There were a few other things that I had to redo and rethink. There are a couple of short videos previous that you can go check out that talked about a couple of my errors. But anyway, here we are. It's finished. It works relatively well. I'm going to use it some, make sure that there are no cracks in the weld. I am not a welder, so I need to check these welds pretty regularly to make sure. Always dropping things. Need to check these welds pretty regular to make sure that it holds together. I don't want this thing flying apart on me. It's dangerous enough. This thing's spinning around within 6-8 inches of my skull. A little precarious at best. Get hit with that thing, it's lights out. But anyway, just take a little care with it. Check it from time to time. Make sure it is functioning and staying together as it should. And it should serve me well. There are a couple of things that I need to redo. The directions, the diagrams that I bought for this machine. Everything from the center of this offset drive shaft to the top of this anvil is per those specifications, down to within about an 1/8 of an inch. The problem, it's not really a problem, just a minor obstacle, is the diagram calls for a die that is 2 inches high, 1.75 inches wide, I think. But anyway, I've got some 4140 here that's 2x2 by 4 inches. So it is 2 inches tall. You put the dies together with the 1/2 inch bottom plate on each. That is a total of 5 inches from the top of the anvil to the bottom of the hammerhead. 5 inches. Well, the dies I purchased from Fiery Furnace, they are 1.5 inches. So I lost 1 inch. So if you'll notice here, I've got an extra plate under the dies, and that's fine. It'll work. There's no problem. But these dies here, once I make this die using this 4140, it'll be as it should be. I won't need these extra plates. But anyway, I hope you enjoy watching the video. This has been a very fun project. Difficult process for me in a lot of areas. I have to thank big time my brother, Rick, who honestly, were it not for him, this machine would not exist. He did a lot of the machining for me, and any of the machining I did, he showed me how to do it. So I appreciate it, and I thank him for it. And he doesn't know it yet, but my next project is going to be a treadle hammer. He doesn't know that, so don't tell him. But anyway, here we are. Hope you enjoy the video. If you have a mind to, like and subscribe. And check out my other videos. Like I said, I hope you enjoy. You have a great day. And let's get on with it. I'm getting ready to weld the counterbalance onto it. On the diagram and on the design provided, there's really no, it doesn't say what the weight ratio of this should be. So this is kind of trial by error, really. I've got it set up so that I can add weight to it if needed. I'm reasonably certain I will not have to remove weight. Okay. It's been a comedy of errors. The motor turned out to be wrong. The way I mounted the box that guides the hammer, I didn't mount it right, and it was off like a 1/4 inch, which could be a problem. Using a flat die wouldn't be that big of a deal, but the die I have here, part of it is flat, part of it is curved, and if the curved parts don't marry up exact, then you have a problem or potential of your piece kicking up or kicking down, depending on how the dies hit. So I cut all this out here, cleaned it up, reset this so that it's pretty close to where it needs to be as far as I don't want to say that. It's pretty close to where it needs to be as far as, because this needs to be solid and exact. If it's cocked this way or this way, then the hammer is not going to work right. It's not going to line up. So I'm going to kind of go against the grain a little bit of the diagram. I'm going to weld a piece of angle iron across the length of the back, and then I'm going to weld some 1.5 inch square stock that extends. It's welded to the frame, extends out, but it doesn't extend all the way to the box. There's going to be a space there. Anyway, then I can weld that up against the angle iron and hopefully not move this while I'm doing it. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I really don't. I think that the box needs to come down about another 1/2 inch, maybe. Okay. $88. 90. Okay, that concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like button. Leave a comment if you are mind to. I enjoy constructive criticism. Not interested in rude comments. For some reason, there are some people come to a YouTube channel and think it's their duty to just offer up a rude comment for no reason. That will basically get you banned from from my site. I don't need rude people. But anyway, it's done. I need to keep an eye on the weld. I'm not a professional welder, so I'll check the welds after each use to make sure there are no cracks. I don't want this thing coming apart. It's dangerous enough as it is. This thing's spinning around, about that far from the tip of my head. That's precarious enough. So just, and if you do use a machine like this, man, safety is paramount. Be absolutely sure that you keep your hands and your head away from this machine, this mechanism. The intent is eventually to build a cage to at least stop my head. If I happen to lean a little bit too close, at least it'll stop my head from getting into this little meat cleaver here. Anyway, that's the plan. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. It's been fun making. Again, a big shout out to my brother Rick for helping me out. And I look forward to the next project. You all take care. Hope you have a great day. Go out to your shop, make something. If you don't have a shop, go make a shop. Build a shop, create a shop, rent a shop, whatever you need to do to get a shop. Men should make things. You can't make things if you don't have a shop. So enjoy your day. Do something productive. Leave a positive legacy.